Hey there! Welcome to the stream space, or welcome back if you've been here before. We are doing something kind of special today. We got a special episode for you guys. The Green Ranger is kind of like an icon in the Power Rangers universe, right? Like, we've done a lot of stuff and we constantly talk about the stuff for him. We just got our Lightning collection figure for him. We have the Legacy, we have the Bandai Fig Arts, we got the Flip Heads, of course. We have the retro one from Bandai. We got the original one from '93. So like we have a lot invested in that particular character. More so than later. Like recently, we obtained the Dragon Dagger, the Legacy version, and the Lightning one. So we got them both here. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to change the batteries on the Legacy one. I'm going to show you the Legacy one before we open the Lightning one. Go on. Go on. Go lie down, guys. Get out of here. No, go lie down. Go lie down. Artie, go on. Go on. Fine, lie down there. Anyways, I'll show you this bad boy before we actually go and change the batteries on it. So we got it's the Legacy one. I got this one for a discount because of this, but I can actually fix this really easily. A little bit touch-up paint on the spots, but otherwise, this is a Lightning. This is the Legacy edition. So you can see it's a lot shinier. This is like super shiny. So this is actually like metal. The piping is metal. Also metal. The buttons are not metal, but they are metallic sheen. The pommel of the dagger is metal. Everything all the way up here is done through any metal. Anything that looks like metal is most likely metal, except for the blade, which is like a really hard, like rubbery plastic. It's flexible, even. So this guy does this right now. We got this for a deal, and I don't think this is the problem, but so what's happening there is just this is the symptom that the battery's dead. So we're gonna try and change the battery. Got a little tiny screwdriver, and there's a little button at the bottom of the pommel here. So for anybody who's like, well, I got this, but I don't know how to change the battery, because there is no actually obvious discernible way, you just push down that and then turn it to the left. Okay, so this is a solid metal piece. So again, as it's been iterated in some videos, don't lose it. That's actually your battery cover. Okay, so we got this guy out. Now, don't try and fully remove this little slide right here. This pulls out from the bottom of the pommel, and it is not meant to fully come out. It is meant to slide out like a drawer. Okay, so we're going to put this guy down. So this guy requires 2 AAA batteries. By the looks of things, yeah, 2 AAAs, so we're good. AAA is actually, I'm kind of glad that it's AAA, because AAA is a lot easier for me to have on hand, because people bug me for it less. My dogs are very curious about what I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Now, hopefully it doesn't go straight into making noise. It should be off, because I'm curious to what noises it'll actually make when it's put together. Fundamental difference is this guy, it's not lights. This is so much more so the sound effects and the fact that it sounds really nice. Okay. Okay, then you just clip it back on, and the little dot, like it's just a pressure dot, so pressure button. So once you push it down, you can twist the cap, but until you push it down, you can't. It won't let you. It'll wobble, but if as long as you don't reef on it, it's not actually going to let you. So it's actually quite secure. So this is the power switch here. This is where you can initiate some of the sound effects. It's almost a button. These are all buttons too. So again, let's go over it one more time, just to kind of give you the general appearance of it. So we got some metal pommel, some gold right here. This stuff's plastic. These particular ones are plastic. Same with the buttons here. Okay, and then you got your there's the mouthpiece. Here is the coin. Those 2 pieces are metal, and then every line here is a little piece of like die cast metal. So that's pretty cool. I'm ready to turn this thing on for the first time. So this is the Legacy Collection version. So this is the one that they made way back. So let's see what happens. Oh, that sounds so much better. That sounds better. Each of these controls a different sound effect. So that's a swing, kind of a clash, laser blast maybe, and still gets me pumped every time I hear it. I either want to watch the show or punch somebody in the face. I can't decide. So that was... This one does the dragon flute sound. This one does the Power Rangers theme. What does the last one do? Out of respect, we let the song play. Oh, it plays the whole thing. It plays the actual whole theme from the opening trailer, from the opening video. So that's actually pretty sick. It ends kind of harsh. So this one is... What does that one do? Is that Titanus? Maybe that's... Interesting. I don't recall that ever actually being a thing, but that's fine. So anyways, if you push down the mouthpiece and then hit each one of the buttons, they each do a different thing. So here's kind of laser blast, clash, swing, and now I'm holding down. Not actually going to put it in my mouth. Yeah, so that was the top one. That's the middle one. And then that's the bottom one. So that's actually pretty cool. It's saying to change the sound effects depending on which of them you're hitting. So this is the Legacy one. Again, full metal in a lot of places. It's definitely a more sturdy piece. And I really like the sound effects it comes with. Now, we're going to go look at the new release, which is the Lightning Collection version. Now, the Lightning Collection is the more modern version of the collection. They have remade many of the tech, weapons, whatevers that have come, or like, not even remade, they've made their own. So you have a power sword, for example. You have the power daggers. You have the power lance. Those are all like actual things. And they've made their versions of them. And they're all pretty sleek. They have their own cool features and stuff, so I like them. So now they've done a Dragon Dagger, and I'm excited to get this because they actually, unlike the Legacy versions of their stuff, didn't come with these actually come with stands, where the originals did not. So let's pop this bad guy open. Okay. Coolest thing about this one is like you get the box and it's like this, but then you can do this. You can technically look at it without opening it, but we're not going to do that. We are actually going to pop this bad boy open. Now, off the top, I can kind of see it's not, you don't get the same metal appearance. It's more of a painted metal appearance. But I'm not going to let that kind of deter me from popping this open. We're careful with the boxes because we actually keep them all. If we ever have to transport, then we have our method. Okay. Yep, very cool. Does come with a stand and manuals. Because you need a manual to learn how to use a dagger, apparently. Okay. Interesting. Just figure we'll get something so we can actually free it from its bindings. Trusty little blue knife that you've seen in pretty much every video where we've opened something. Okay. There's only two. Oh, there's three. Oh, good catch. Okay. And we've got all the binding points, so we're going to pull the blade. We're going to pull this guy up. Okay. So off the bat, I can tell you that it's the same kind of rubbery material, hard rubber material that you would see on the other one. Oh, there's a chip there. What the fuck? It's a little plastic imperfection right here. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's kind of hard to see. You can see the little plastic lip is like deformed. But anyways, that might be hard for you to see from over there. They have opted away from the panel style battery carriage, which I actually don't like that. But they've also made the pommel slightly more detailed. So you actually have a dragon coin crest right there. It appears that the power button is the same thing, but there's no on-off emblem on it anymore like there is the other one. So the first thing that you would notice is that it's not metal. That's painted plastic all the way across. You got there's the coin on the back, coin on the front. This is obviously where the sound speaker and everything is. Here's the piping and everything that goes all the way to the mouthpiece. Mouthpiece doesn't appear to be functional this time. It's decorative entirely. The buttons all push down, except they used to be so that it was up to here was the actual, like, this part didn't move. It was actually the top parts of the button that moved. But yeah, you see there's actually some wear. It looks like they've done some like mock wear on the blade. So it looks like a weapon that's actually been used, which is pretty sleek. We have, there's no metal here where the finger piping would be. That's where you would normally put your fingers to actually indicate what sounds you want to make on the flute itself. Basically, think of it like a micro clarinet. Honestly, it never made that kind of sound, but honestly, that's always what I attributed it to. This is now a button, by the way. These two things didn't do anything on the previous one, and also there was only one thing between them. So now, I mean, I can say that with a little more certainty that they did a bit more in terms of like intricate details on the dagger itself. So you got the blade wear, you got some etchings right here, you got some more golden linkages. You got the emblem on the bottom. So in terms of detail, it has more of it. I would say it's lighter. It definitely is not the same heft. There are some imperfections in the plastic that I may harass Hasbro about because it's not really okay for $100. So it's $73 US. And I would say that makes up for, why, that's about $100 Canadian. And then we have shipping to deal with. So on top of this, this was part of a bigger overarching order. So this had, we had the Wave 4 Automorpher figures, which was the Ranger, Slayer, Trini, and the two versions of Tommy's Mighty Morphin characters. So you had the White Ranger and the Green Ranger. And then it had two Lightning Collection Green Ranger figures, which got canceled. And everybody had them canceled. Entertainment Earth canceled all of those orders. So did a lot of places, I found out after the fact. And then you have this guy. This was like the grail of the entire order. So let's get some batteries into this. Now, the battery panel on this one is a lot more easy to spot. I actually don't like that it's easier to spot, but it's a little screw up here, and then this whole panel down here comes off. So let's go over the stand, and then we'll pop a new battery in that. So this comes with a nice stand, which a lot of the newer ones, all the Lightning Collection weapons do. So it's actually kind of nice. It makes it easier to display them. As far as the legacy one, it's lucky, like it's heavy enough that I can actually like change how it sits. Ugh. Jesus. Okay, we're gonna put the little stand together. At the end of the video, we'll show you how it goes in there. Now, I mean, probably like the other ones, this is probably somewhat... No, this looks like it's actually the one that's not customizable. You can't change how this one sits. It's always got to sit the same way, which is fine. I bet this is compatible with the actual Dagger, like Legacy one. I might give the Legacy one the spot. Let's try. Okay, we got the Legacy Dagger. How does this work? I imagine like this. Oh, it fits and it looks better. That's the stand that it comes with. I'm gonna put the Legacy one in it. This one will be nearby, don't you worry, but it looks so good in that stand. I love it. I love it. I'm just gonna put this guy aside. Hey, don't you make noises at me. Off with you. Anyways. That's all that's in the box, though, is the stand and the manuals and the actual device plus the, what's it called? Dagger. Oh my god. Okay, so we are prepared with a set of screwdrivers. We might have to go grab one from the bench. We'll see how this one works. It looks like the one that I brought with me to poke the release button on the other one works just fine. Okay. What are we doing? We're doing 2 AA. Okay. Luckily, I believe I'm equipped in that as well. But I am running low on those, so I'm actually kind of glad that, you know, one needed triple, one needed double. If they both needed double, we would have had to cut away for a moment while I went and got batteries. Okay. I'm going to put the first battery in. Okay, and oh, actually, I think I have to do the second one. I have to do the second one first. Kind of loads like a shotgun. Okay, yep, there we go. And there we go. Okay, batteries are in. Let's get this carriage back in place. I call it carriage like it's carriage. It's not. Okay. All right, we're in. I don't know what any of the buttons do on this one, so let's just jump into it. So we got this button here. Oh, it glows. It actually makes you play it. I love the green glow. That's so cool. I'm not seeing any effects for when that happens, though. I'm curious. I want to get it playing the actual song. Lightning Collection, Dragon Dagger. I want a video. Got a pigeon in the background being all aggro. Not a fan of his situation. All right, well, I'm not seeing anything. All right, well, let's just look through the actual instructions, because I realized I do have these, so maybe they actually tell me how to use the thing. Maybe. That is typically what manuals are for. Oh. There we go. That's funny. Okay, so instructions revealed what I consider a trade secret. So the pommel isn't as useless as it looks other than being more decorative. You can actually turn it like that, and then just slaps every time you hear it. And there's Dragon Note. So ultimately it plays the same tunes that the other one did. The difference being is you can actually play individual, like, actual songs. You can play individual tunes. And then one of its cooler features does the same thing no matter what, so that's fine. What the son of a... You mother... I have my fun. I'm gonna stop. Alright, so, okay. I mean, alright, let's look at them, kind of the two as a whole. We got the Dragon Dagger from the Legacy Collection, and so it's, like, kind of got, like, its metal accents where most of the gold is. I'll say most because that is more accurate. It has the mouthpiece, which actually acts as the ability to change what it's doing between playing actual songs or other stuff. It's the same hard rubber metal kind of thing on both sides. It's... Man, you know, I'm busy. Guys, go away. I've got shit to do. And then obviously the pommel is less detailed, but the pommel on the Lightning Collection one actually serves purpose. And one of the key differences between the two, because up until that point, a lot of their features are the same with a slightly different quality level. This one lights up. The other one does not. You cannot light the main one up. So that's really cool. So we're gonna just kind of, I think that the Legacy Collection one is gonna hold the crown. It deserves the stand because I mean it is Legacy. The Lightning Collection one will be crisscrossed with it on the same stand, and it's going to look great. And I think after our next video, which is going to be the Power Lance, we're going to show off our Lightning Collection so you guys can see it all. So anyways, that's kind of it for now. We got these two guys together. We're going to go over them really quickly as to what their differences are. So let's say we got Legacy. We got some full metal. There's no wear on the blade, but it is a really high quality hard rubber. We have some solid sound effects, metal accents pretty much everywhere that you see gold, except for a couple small places. It either plays like really high-end music or really high-end sound effects, depending if you're pushing down the mouthpiece or not. Now we go over to the Lightning one, which is, well, mostly and entirely plastic, where every piece of gold is. You can use it as an independent instrument to an extent. The pommel is a lot more, there's a lot more details and accents and stuff. You can actually see like wear on the blade and also on the shaft of the flute and everything. You have the ability to light it up, and it takes different batteries. So Legacy takes AAA, Lightning takes AA. FYI. So, anyways, this has been our review of the Lightning Collection Dragon Dagger versus the Legacy Collection Dragon Dagger. Thank you for checking it out. You can find us over on YouTube, Pydera Space 74, where you're watching this, or over on Twitch if you want to catch our live streams, Pydera_74. Thanks for checking it all out, guys. I look forward to doing the next video for you. We'll release... Before you see this, you'll have seen the Power Lance, because the Power Lance comes first. Thank you for checking it out, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.